We're going to try and do this the right way this time. We'll see how I do. I ended up shutting off the entire video when trying to put it in. But look how nice and ready these are. I'm ready for 3 out of 4. So we're going to go ahead and attempt to mount this in the tripod without turning off the video this time. All the way back over here. I brought everything. I set my tea back. You know what? I'm going to grab that. Back into the planting area, which is right up along here. For these 4 anyway. So, and it's like a 4 out of 5 are ready to go. 1, 2, 3, and then this spot next to it that I thought I'd put, but then I thought better of it. That's of course right above my neighbor's compost, so that'll be good rich soil. Alright, and then I'm going to put my tea down here. I'm going to put my plants down right here for a moment. That's where the mulberry is going. And the moment of truth. Can I mount this in my tripod setup without turning off the video? Let's try it. Yay! Alright, so this is the one we're ready for, the mulberry. This is the one we're doing first. I want to tease apart the roots, and I think I'll probably need to go set it down and use both hands on the roots here to not damage it. So, another sip of tea. "98% sure you won't be able to hear me once I'm over there, so we're going to go ahead and try this. You can see that the roots are kind of doubled back on themselves a bit, which is for their safety in shipping, but it is important to untangle them as best we're able before sticking them in the ground. So otherwise you just end up with like a big hunk of root underneath the plant in a way that's really not healthy for its growth at all. And it'll be more prone to blowing over and everything else. So we do want to make sure that we're not root binding this plant. So now instead of this ball of root, you can see there's an open root pattern. And hopefully my root hole is big enough, because if not, we'll be digging. Got the shovel here, so we'll go give it a try. There are a couple places where the roots need a little bit more space. other tree's roots. Alright, so what I'm doing now, because the plant's fully planted and I accidentally left some rocks down that I used to balance it when I came up to tell you what I was doing last, but that's fine, they're just rocks. In making more space, I discovered that the stump next to it is not nearly as dead as the fact that it crumbled when I kicked it would have indicated. So I'm going to try and get that stump out before its root system invades the mulberry space. So that's what I'm doing now. Alright. You can see how it just came apart on top, but then it turns out it was very much alive underneath. So that's taken care of. I'm going to set that out where it'll just dry out in the sun. Alright, don't know what time marker we're at. Alright, so that's 10 minutes, and that's planting a mulberry tree. The only thing left, other than me catching my breath from digging out that dang stump, the only thing left after that is for me to bring out a hose on trickle, probably put, in fact I can do one thing right now, and you might even be able to come along with me. One thing else I can do right now is grab this and move some dirt aside, shove it in, whole backfill around it. This is going to be water catchment so that the water I pour on here doesn't necessarily all just run off. We're going to fill that up with water, keep pushing it down as I fill it up with water so it doesn't just float off. And I'm pulling other root systems out from around this, and I'll end up mulching this too. So that is one successfully planted, relatively nice and upright. Let me give it a push this way a little. Relatively nice and upright little mulberry. The description said this gets 16 feet, but everything I read leans it more towards 30. So I'm fine with it becoming a 30-foot tall tree. Oh, I have no idea if I've just been pausing this or not, so I'm going to stop this video before I break it, and we'll come back for raspberry plantings. Okay, bye.